Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 0700 hours, turn 14. This is part 9. Nearly the entire 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st and 2nd Platoon are now deployed. All of the tanks from the 743rd Company A are deployed. The platoon from the 116th Infantry Regiment, Company A, fully deployed for this turn. I believe there's just the one man here staying on ambush, but we'll get to that later. Defending Omaha Beach, we have the 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd Platoons. For the details on unit positions for each platoon, casualties for each platoon, objectives and who holds the objectives, all these details are in the introduction video for this turn. 0700 hours, turn 14. Over on the hedgerows battlefield, the platoon from the 506th has made progress. High casualties, but they've pushed forward and taken this hedgerow from the Germans. The 1058th Grenadiers have been pushed back. Some of the 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon have moved up from Carentan, which they control, to support the 1058th. 3 armored vehicles from the 100th Panzer, 2 half-tracks, Sergeant Gerald up close, 1st Lieutenant Eulander, platoon leader, in the Puma, and then the other half-track is a light AT gun, Sergeant Ronald. 506th is battling for this hedgerow, and the 506th have pushed forward to the front of the center screen with those 2 soldiers in the hedgerow, and then the furthest point for any soldiers of the 506 is there in front of the corn rows, Sergeant Jake McNeese, 3rd Squad leader, and a 2nd Squad soldier with an SMG. The 6th Fallschirmjäger has pushed forward all the way to this white stone wall to support the 1058. Six Fallschirmjäger's positions are very strong through here. The river lock, held by the 2nd section 6th Fallschirmjäger, is open, and for the entire battle has been flooding these 4 green fields. No vehicles, only advance for infantry. The brown fields, regular ground. Hedgerows block line of sight. It's a good example coming up here, where the 506 soldiers are moving forward toward the 6th Fallschirmjäger, 2nd section assistant leader, Sergeant Hauser, and the 2 soldiers that escaped this hedgerow here for the Germans are the platoon sergeant and his messenger. So when these Germans and the paratroopers they're 4 inches away, they can spot an enemy in the hedgerows. We're looking at an enemy in the hedgerows. 6th Fallschirmjäger also hold both bridges leading into Carentan, and those are 2 of the objectives for the 506 to get to these bridges and to destroy at least one of them before the German armor reinforcements can arrive in Carentan. And the brown D6s are grenades held by the Germans. The green D6s are grenades held by the US soldiers. When a soldier dies, his grenades stay on the battlefield and can be picked up. And try to get through this turn. And we're going to start out with US dice. 2nd Rangers, Company C, 2nd Platoon, Commander, and radio operator receive an advance order. They're going to come in right in between his two squads. 2nd Squad and 1st Squad. 2nd Platoon Sergeant advances in. 2nd Rangers, Company C, Heavy Machine Gun, advances in. They're actually lined up more behind the 116th 1st section, or 1st Squad, half of 1st Squad, other half's over here. Seems a good spot because this 2nd Platoon leader in the Jackson tank's been immobilized, and he has a heavy mortar coming in on him. So probably going to get knocked out soon. And by the time that happens, have that heavy machine gun move up, get in a position where his whole left side is covered by the knocked out tank. And from there, he'll be able to light up the Pac 40 in the bunker in the center screen. And get some soldiers in position to provide some cover so we can push up the beach. (916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon, 2nd Section). 2 soldiers with rifles. They're going to receive an advance order. They have 1 pin. They'll need to see. I don't think they have anybody nearby to provide. Oh, yeah, actually, the man with the Panzerfaust is the assistant section leader. So that's going to be a 10 and under test. Pass. They get rid of their pin. So assistant section leader is going to advance forward, and they're going to take some rifle shots at the Rangers. There we go. And they're going to go ahead and take shots at the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon. And it's the 3 soldiers in front of the medium machine gun. So they're going to need 3's movement 4s, long range 5, so 7s for sure. 1 possible. Let's see if he can pull it off. No, it's a miss. 2nd Rangers, medium mortar team and spotter advance in next to the heavy machine gun. (916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon, 1st Section, GRB 39 grenade launcher is going to target, also known as a anti-tank rifle. They're on ambush. They're going to spring their ambush, and they are going to target the side and top armor because it's the open top, foolishly designed Jackson. And so we're gonna go ahead and target. We're gonna target them. There's a heavy mortar already hitting next to him a 5, but I'd like to knock it out now if I can. They're gonna fire an anti-tank shape charge, and it's got the shape charge special rule. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so the GRB 39 anti-tank rifle team It's going to fire the shape charge, or it's a anti-tank round, but it has a shape charge special rule, so they ignore the -1 for long range. So it'll be 41 inches away. So they're still going to get a -2 for firing beyond the range usually allowed for this weapon. So they'll be hitting on 3, so it'll be a 5. Since it would be a 6, except it says ignore the long range, so I'm not going to give them that. So it'd be a 5 up to hit that Jackson. Let's see if they can pull it off. Oh, it's a miss. It's a heavy weapon though, so we need to see where that that AT round is gonna end up at. Ooh, 9 inches back. Let's go measure. So the shot misses 9 inches off. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section, assistant leader, and 2 soldiers with him, all with assault rifles. Left side of this bunker. The assistant section leader will not be able to fire. He's the middleman in the 5 in the slit window. The 2 soldiers to his left will be able to fire. They have line of sight on the soldiers on the far right of the Rangers line. Laser pointer. So they'll spring their ambush with the fire order. They're going to target I believe there are 3 soldiers from 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon, 1st Squad. I believe they have the assistant squad leader with them. Let's zoom in and see. Yep, the man with the SMG center screen is the assistant squad leader, and the 2 soldiers with rifles. They're all in a group. We'll target them. So they're going to be 3s, long range 4s, beyond range 6s. No hits. 9/16th. 1st Platoon, 2nd Section, assistant leader, and 2 soldiers. In this bunker, they're going to spring their ambush and fire. Looks like the assistant section leader's in the window and the soldier in the middle is at the window. So from their angle, they're going to be able to target some of the Rangers from 2nd Platoon. We'll get the laser out and see. It looks like it's going to be the unit here of 3 soldiers. Yeah. Okay, so, and they have 2 MP40s, so they're going to get 4 shots. I was going to move them out of there, but I think they'll survive a better survival rate if I just keep them in there. Yeah. Especially with that dozer tank clearing the way. And you got the crocodile flamethrower tank coming up behind. Yeah, I think stay in the bunker. Okay, so 4 shots. Starting the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, assistant leader, and the 2 soldiers on his left. All 3 of them are in front of the MMG team. Alright, let's see if they can. That's going to be 3s, long range 4s, and then out of range, so it'll be 6s. Got a hit. Let's see if they can wound a man, kill a man. Got a wound. How many turns till he bleeds out? Oof, mortally wounded. So 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad, soldier, bleeding out. Next turn. And the shots came from the 2 windows in that bunker there, center screen. Actually, the Rangers haven't really. They've only taken two wounded so far. Where the 116th Infantry has taken 1 wounded, 1 killed, 2 wounded, 3 wounded, 4 wounded, and 2 killed for the 116th. But they've been on the battlefield now for, this is their second turn. 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon. Sergeant, the one on the brown rectangle, just coming out of the tunnel that comes out from underneath the staircase, which is the white with the blue lines staircase there. And so the platoon sergeant for 2nd Platoon, he's going to, he has to pull 2 dice. He is the same, platoon sergeant, I give the same amount of power as the lieutenant, the platoon leader. So platoon sergeant's gonna receive an advance order, and he's gonna order half of 3rd section with the 3rd section leader, who is just outside of the building here, who's closest to us. So those first 5 soldiers are going to stick together, 1 LMG team and 3 soldiers with assault rifles and 2 with Panzerfausts. Actually, the 3rd section leader has an MB-40. So the platoon sergeant's going to order this half of 3rd section to advance. They're going to set up along this trench wall here and see if they can get in to be able to open fire. Oh, those tanks look nasty. Oh man, would not want to come out of the building. I wouldn't. Burrow into the earth. The platoon sergeant's going to use a 2nd dice to order the other half of 3rd section, led by the 3rd section assistant leader closest to the doorway. And the setup's the same. LMG team, two soldiers with, actually in this case it's 3 soldiers with assault rifles and the LMG team. And I think he's going to have them maybe advance as well. Maybe set up in that doorway there for just a turn or 2 and send some lead down at whoever we can. Maybe. Think about it. But first we're going to have this group advance out of the window. Platoon sergeant's actually going to head outside with the 1st section group, or the 3rd section, the 1st group. There we go. LMG team in the center. Oh no, actually LMG team's there. Now the platoon sergeant's going to actually move up just to the edge of the room over here so he can work with both. And the 3rd section is splitting into 2 groups. Probably already can figure that out. But there we go. Platoon sergeant going to set up where he can help out either half of 3rd section. Okay, the other half of 3rd section is going to set up in this way where we got the LMG team on the left and the soldier with the assault rifle on the right. And just for catching up, who doesn't know this, on the stairs here is 916th Grenadiers 1st Platoon's surviving 2 forward observer soldiers. Had to flee the upstairs. Too much fire coming from the tanks and yeah, machine guns on the tanks mainly. Pretty strong position. All right, 916th 2nd Platoon. The LMG team that's firing from the doorway, and the 1 soldier with the assault rifle next to him. That's going to be a total of 7 shots, and they are going to target. They can either go for, it's going to be 7s, because the LMG is going to be 3 movement 4, long range 5, out of range 7s. Assault rifle is going to be 3s, Actually, it'd be 6s because they don't get the movement penalty. So 2 of these will be on 6s, 5 on 7s. They can either go for the soldiers here in the middle, which are from 116th 2nd Squad, or the other soldiers, which are also 116th. Oops, I'm about to check it here. 3rd Squad. Right there, these 3. I think we're gonna go try to put some fresh pins on the soldiers. No, you know what? We're gonna go for the ones in the open so that the assault rifle will be hitting on 6s instead of everything on 7s. Yeah, let's do that. All right, here comes the assault rifle shots first, and the angle is true. The laser says so. All right, 2 shots on 6s. Ooh, misses. Now the rest of these are going to be on 7s. 1 possible. Oh, misses. The other half of 3rd section. Now these soldiers, let's see what I've got. I think they're pretty much going to be able to hit the same group. The 3 soldiers they already hit is pretty much. We can actually hit 2nd platoon, 1st squad too. So let's do that. We'll have the 2 soldiers here, the 3rd section leader, 2nd from the right, and the soldier with him. We'll have those 2 with the assault rifles. We'll fire at the. And actually, so the 3 soldiers with assault rifles. Actually, one has an MP40, but those 3 soldiers, they're going to target 2nd platoon of the Rangers. The soldiers on the end right here, the 3 in the center, and these 3 here, and there'll be 6 shots. Be hitting on. It'd be 7s because from their angle, one of the soldiers is in hard cover. So maybe we should just shoot at that same squad that we've already pinned down, because then it won't be on 6s. Let's do that. We're gonna go for that same 2nd platoon, 2nd squad soldiers that already took the wounded man. So here we go. We got 6 shots, 3s, 4s for long range, and 6s for beyond range. Oh, all misses. Next up, 5 shots coming from the LMG team from 3rd section. These soldiers are also they're gonna be on 7s because they're gonna get a movement 4, long range 5, beyond range 7. So they're gonna go ahead and go for the same group here, the 2nd platoon. 1st squad, 3 soldiers right center screen, because it's gonna be 7s whether I shoot at them. The reason they're 7s is same reason plus they're hard cover because of the bulldozer tank. So here we go, 5 shots needing 7s. Oh, misses. Let's check it out here. I think every unit has acted now on this left flank that's going to. Let's make sure that's true. Oh, okay, in the back of this bunker, there's a 916th 1st Platoon flamethrower team. They're covering there is a back slit in the bunker you can see there in the center. So that's the, they're going to stay on ambush. And let's just scan here. I missed anything. In this bunker here, the LMG team from 2nd Platoon 1st section on the far right is going to stay on ambush. They don't have a shot yet out of that bunker slit. 2nd Platoon 2nd section's already been given their orders. Looks like we have completed all of the 9/16 Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd platoons orders. Wow. Here's the only 2 units that haven't come out of the tunnels yet. They're in the lower tunnel, and it is the Panzerschreck team in the front and the 2nd platoon forward observer 3-man unit following them. And they're in the tunnel that stretches. The end that they're in is in the 1st floor of that building where the 2nd platoon sergeant just came out of. And that's where they're about to pop out of too. We're going to get that Panzerschreck team over here so we can try to knock out that bulldozer clearing the obstacles and also knock out the flamethrower crocodile. And then that's where the end of the tunnel comes out, and then it goes under the road, and this side of the end of the trench is the other end of the tunnel. And then in this bunker, the back of it is the upper tunnel entrance, and it goes under the road to the small bunker center screen. Just anybody who's just starting to watch, that way you'll know where these tunnels are. But that's all of the 9/16 Grenadiers. They've all received their orders for this 0700 hours turn 14, except like I mentioned, the 2 units staying on ambush. 2nd Rangers medic is going to receive an advance order. I'm going to allow him to squeeze between the flamethrower team center screen and the MMG team from 2nd platoon, 2nd squad. And I'm going to let him squeeze through there, and he's going to advance. That's his dice in front of the wounded man. He'll be able to get up there next to the wounded man. We're going to allow it. He won't be able to try to save him this turn, but this soldier is bleeding out the end of next turn, 0730 hours, turn 15. So we got to get up in position and then be able to try to save him one time next turn. There we go. So the medic's moved up into only 4 inches. That's what he's allowed to move forward. And the 2 soldiers, the 2nd platoon, 2nd squad assistant leader, and the rifleman with him, they'll carry the pin with them and their advanced dice there. And the soldier who's wounded will be with the medic now. And just for anybody who hasn't been watching, the medic can save on a fire order on a 4-up the first try, and every try after that it increases by 1. So the following turn on a 3 if he keeps working on the same wounded soldier. Any GI though can do the same, and the first attempt is a 6, and then a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's for German and U.S. forces. Company First Sergeant and his messenger are going to receive an advance order. They're going to come in on the left flank of 2nd Rangers 2nd platoon and the mortar and the heavy machine gun. There he is. Company First Sergeant's able to pull 2 dice also. Oh, there we go. Ranger First, Company First Sergeant. Last dice for this turn for the 2nd Rangers. Company C is the company commander. The captain himself and his radio operator are going to receive an advance order, and after thinking about it, the first sergeant's on this left flank. There's no radio over here. That's the problem. I don't want to be able to have a radio nearby the mortar. And we do have radio right here, but that's 116th Lieutenant Sergeant. Let's see. Maybe the company commander should come in over here then by the first sergeant. Should have brought the first sergeant in over here probably. And again, the company commander should probably be center. I'm going to allow it. The company first sergeant's going to actually So where I advanced this company first sergeant is going to be the company commander. It's a better position for him. It is the far left flank of the Ranger company, but it does give me a radio operator over here near the mortar and the heavy machine gun, which is pretty critical to be able to call in fire in the right places. All right, let's do it. Let's switch it out. All right, company first sergeant's gonna be in the center of the two platoons. And then here is going to be the company commander on the far left in between 2nd platoon, 2nd squad, and the heavy weapons teams. There he is, the captain, the radio operator. So now our rangers stretch from here This is 2 platoons. I built this as the historical 2nd Rangers Company C that hit Omaha Beach, by the way. And then this is 1 platoon from up here. This way is 1 platoon of the 116th Infantry Company A. I built that as historical as well when it comes to the weapons and that. Alright, that is everyone. All the U.S. forces on Omaha Beach has acted, and no one is staying on ambush. Let's scan real quick and make sure. I think I did leave 1 soldier on ambush so I could battle for the ambush roll-offs at the beginning of next turn. 0730 hours, turn 15. So here he is. Yep, I left 116th Infantry, 1st Squad Assistant Leader on ambush. So he'll be able to roll off, activate the platoon sergeant, who will be able to pull 2 dice. Hopefully we can get some fire on the Germans defending. I think that's going to be the only soldier or only unit for the whole Omaha Beach attack that's going to be on ambush. Yep. Okay. Well, the snipers can start on ambush, but if they're not on the infantry cannot fire from the water, and the infantry can only move 4 inches in the water. And on the sand, it's 9-inch run, regular 6-inch advance for infantry. The tanks can advance normally, as if on regular ground, not road. And then, yeah, then the 916th Grenadiers are only going to have the 2 soldiers starting on ambush. The flamethrower team defending the back entrance behind this bunker, and the LMG team for the 916th 2nd Platoon. All right. The next dice is actually going to the Navy, and so we're going to roll a d6 on a 1, 2, 3. This we'll just set this about in the center of the table here for the Navy ship. There it is. That represents the Navy. Let's see what kind of a HE round is coming in here. It's either going to be a 3-inch or 4-inch. 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-inch. 4, 5, 6. It's the 4-inch. Oh yeah. Now we just have to pick a target. What do we want to destroy? The bunkers will not be able to be completely destroyed. They'll take damage. I think that's a waste, because I'll maybe never damage it enough. So let's go ahead and hit one of these. The closest defense is where infantry is at, right here. I'm tempted to take out this already ruined building and knock out the LMG team for 916th 1st Platoon 2nd Section. Let's drop it on those guys' head, I think, because that building's already ruined. There's no deflecting it. Okay, so the round's gonna come in there. So just need a 3-up to hit. And if it's a miss, we get 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where it's gonna land. We're targeting the dead center of the building and the LMG team. Let's see, 3-up to land it. Oh yeah, they're dead. Alright, D6 pins, 4 pins, and then it's 3 D6 hits against units in the building. This is actually a ruin, but we'll count it. So let's just do it. Okay, so they're gonna take 9 hits. It'd be a miracle if they survive this. Let's roll it. Gotta see what the dice say. Alright, they've got 4 pin markers, and now it's gonna be 9 hits. We're gonna roll this, and if they roll all ones, they survive. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, they're blown to itty bitty pieces, and the building is destroyed as well because of the amount of hits. Oh yeah, I mean that's all hits. Just totally, it was already a ruin anyways, but hell yeah. All right, Navy killed the 2 soldiers from 916th 1st Platoon, 2nd Section. The LMG team has been neutralized. And that's all the dice for the Omaha Beach battle for this turn. We'll see what's left to. Who needs some orders on the hedgerows table? Damn Navy. Okay, after scanning the 506th platoon, every unit has been given an order this turn. And the only unit that's going to be on ambush from the 506th going into, well, the snipers, but as of right now, so the snipers in this game, they can start on ambush each turn as long as they're hidden. And so the only 506 unit on ambush currently is this flamethrower team right here. In the hedgerow hidden. It's the only thing keeping the Sergeant Ronald's half-track from rolling forward and just... Well, the bazooka team too, but they're not on ambush right now. And then also First Lieutenant Eulander hasn't acted yet this turn. With his Puma. Alright, so the 506, they're done. So it's just up to the Germans. There's just a few order dice left. 1058 Grenadiers, 3rd Section Assistant Leader Sergeant Logan on ambush. He's going to spring his ambush with a fire order. And he's going to order the 6th Fallschirmjäger 3-man forward observer team to call in an artillery strike on Sergeant Travis's scout car. The previous... do we really want to do that this turn? Yeah, we do. Okay, so the Germans' artillery strike was on this hedgerow right here when they were targeting the 1st MMG team from 506, but they're going to go ahead and move it now onto Sergeant Travis's scout car. There it is, coming in. There we go. 6th Fallschirmjäger Panzerschreck team. It's going to receive an advance order. They're going to enter the building, close the door behind them, and advance toward one of the windows that can cover the 2 bridges into Carentan. They close the door and they advance forward. They're going to have great cover, especially on this bridge, but even to the other bridge. Great position. Also in the attic of the same building, there's also the sniper for the 6th Fallschirmjäger, Sergeant Neiman. Sergeant Lehman, the other sniper for the 6th Fallschirmjäger, was KIA this turn. And if I remember correctly, it was due to the 506th 57mm AT gun. Got him. Next up is right here. It is 6th Fallschirmjäger Commander Major Vonderheit and his radio operator. They're going to receive an advance order, and they're going to head into the first floor of the church tower. You know the radio operator has to get up here. The view is even though he'll get blown up, it's fine. At least just have to get up there. You can't have a tower that dominating and not use it. Only able to get into the first floor. And the last dice out of the bag, before we see if the Germans want to spring any more ambushes, is First Lieutenant Uhlander, platoon leader for the 100th Panzer platoon that's here backing up the 1058 Grenadiers and the 6th Fallschirmjäger. Last dice out of the bag. 100th Panzer. First Lieutenant Uhlander's Puma receives the advance order. Gonna go straight forward. It's the first time I've been able to get past this gap in the hedgerow because this second bazooka team for the 506 was on ambush covering that hedgerow, but finally moved up to get closer to cause hell. And the flamethrower team's the only reason that we haven't made a move. Well, and we have a really strong defensive position here. Hard cover, scout out here in front, hidden. Yeah, this is a good spot. So we're going to actually send this Puma on an advance this way. Next turn, we might be able to pull up tight on the hedgerow. As long as it's 4 inches or less through the hedgerow, then we'll be able to fire on the scout car. Or be able to move up quickly and support. Because this flank's weaker over here and the U.S. forces are pushing forward. So let's start out by pushing them forward. Advance. .1058 3rd Section Leader Sergeant Martin and the riflemen with him feel pretty safe now. They don't have, he doesn't have a shot. Sniper Sergeant Jory's hidden, and they can't see through the hedgerow. Blocks line of sight unless they're right up against it. So that's it for him. I'll look over the Germans' ambushes and see if anybody's gonna spring an ambush. These 6 Fallschirmjäger soldiers will stay on ambush here in the 2nd floor of this farm building. The 1058 sniper far left window will stay on ambush, and then the 2 LMGs from 3rd section will stay on ambush. They don't have any targets right now. Hedgerows are blocking their line of sight, and the U.S. forces are hidden. So I'm going to wait for someone to reveal themselves. A lot of these 6 Fallschirmjäger soldiers through this defensive line in front of the 2 bridges, they're on ambush, but they're not gonna remain on ambush till next turn. However, this 6 Fallschirmjäger 1st section assistant leader Sergeant Jarl will remain on ambush. So will this 1058 2nd section LMG gunner. Also, Sergeant Ronald's half track will remain on ambush. The other 2 survivors from 1058 2nd section here. And looks like about and that is going to wrap up 0700 hours, turn 14. The Germans, a few of them will remain on ambush. A few U.S. forces will remain on ambush. So let's see, about 3 nights from now, I'll reset the tables, ready for 0730 hours, turn 15. That'll involve, so that'll be, and then the first video for 0730 hours, turn 15 will just be the introduction for that turn, talking about unit positions, who holds the objectives, casualties for each platoon, and yeah, all the details. All right, see you next time.